Hello, today is Monday, December 16th, 2013, and I am here with my 9 month and two week almost update. I had my surgery on March 7th, 2013 at Sibley Memorial Hospital here in Washington, D.C. And, and when I had my first consultation, my weight was 303. Second consultation weight was 298. Day of surgery weight was 288, and today, 9 months and almost 2 weeks later, I'm down 98 pounds and my current weight is 205 pounds. That is honestly way more than I expected to lose, and I had a follow-up appointment last week with my doctor, and he says I'm likely to lose just a few more before I bottom out, and at that point it's sort of on me to maintain a healthy weight. It has been a really curious experience. One of the things that's really surprised me is the reaction of people that I haven't seen for a while. You know, it's sort of two-sided. On the one hand, people are saying, "Oh, it's great, you look wonderful. What's going on? What are you up to?" and all that. And of course, the other side of that coin that they're not saying is, "You looked a mess before, and I'm glad you're still alive and you look good." So, I'm happy about that, but I'm also a bit bemused by it all. The other thing is, you know, having to continually tell the story of having the gastric sleeve. I'm not exactly, I'm happy to talk about it because to people who I think are interested in knowing for their own personal health reasons, I'm always open to talk with anybody about that who has to, who is considering something along those lines. But I'm beginning to get a little tired of talking about it to folks who, you know, I guess they're just making small talk, and I'm not upset with them, but I mean, I'm ready to move on and talk about something else. It's been close to a year, and uh, you know, enough already. I get it, and I know I'll have to continue to do it, but I'm ready to not talk about it. The pluses have been I'm sleeping a lot better, I'm moving a lot better, my energy has been up and continually so over the course of the last 9 months or so, and I'm really happy about all that. I had the surgery at a point where I was beginning to sort of turn, sort of go over the hill into potential health issues. I still had not been or gotten to that point at the time of surgery. I was a bit proactive in that regard. But one of the things that I noticed has gone away is I was beginning to have a little slight knee trouble, and so when I wake up in the morning and start my day, my right knee would bother me a little bit. And I've had no problems with that kind of stuff at all. No, no knee trouble, no bone trouble, no muscular trouble other than needing to stretch. I went through a period there where I had a lot of tightness in my legs, and so I do a lot of stretching to help settle all that. So all that's good. I've had no problems at all as far as that goes. There are a couple minuses, though, that I wanted to talk with you about, one of which is not particularly serious. It is enormously expensive to replace a wardrobe. Now, I had some pretty nice stuff that I can no longer wear and take it to the tailor to get it recut, particularly some really nice made-to-measure suits. And, you know, I mean, they do the best they can, but it's really hard to take a suit from a size 52 to a size 44, and it's cheaper to get it cut than it is to try to go out and buy some new stuff. But in some cases, I have to go out and buy new stuff. So I have a bunch of new shirts and sweaters and pants and all that kind of stuff. And, I'm trying to hit sales and try to balance the quality with the cost. And, so I'm very repetitive at this stage in my wardrobe. So that's one downside. The other downside is something that's just popped up in the course of the last 2 or so weeks. I was asleep a couple weeks ago, minding my business, and then all of a sudden I started sweating and having this enormous pain right under my rib cage on my right side. I go to the bathroom thinking, okay, let me just go to the bathroom, I'll be all right. It didn't get better. I was sweating even more, and I just sort of collapsed on the bed. My wife got really scared. I said, call 911, because I had never experienced this before. I've had kidney stones, so I know what that was, and this was way worse than kidney stones. So I'm getting up, trying to put on some clothes, and as I'm making my way to the exit of our bedroom, I literally just collapsed. Boom! I hit the floor, and I mean, I didn't think I was going to die, but I thought something was serious was going on. So I end up in the emergency room, and they run a bunch of tests, and they have some concerns about my gallbladder. And I knew beforehand that gallbladder issues could be a byproduct of the gastric sleeve and significant quick weight loss. And while it hasn't been fully resolved to this point, I suspect that I'm likely to have my gallbladder removed. Now, there are worse problems in the world. Gallbladder surgery is a very common thing across the country, and particularly in bariatric patients. So I'm not terribly concerned about it, but it is a bit of a thing. The third thing is not a minus per se, but there are times when I'm still struggling to try to, eat things that are agreeable. Like I pretty much can't eat fried food. It just bloats me and hurts, and it's not a big deal. I find myself eating a lot more chili, a lot more soup, the softer kinds of things that go down more easily and don't cause any real trouble. Earlier, as recently as the summer, I was having some problems where if I ate too fast, some of it might come back. And so I've learned how to, through trial and error, eat more slowly, take my time, and not, you just can't eat as much, and which is the great thing about the sleeve. So I'm staying away from this thing where I'm always bloated because I'm eating too much. I think I'm doing a pretty good job as far as that is concerned. Overall, I'm really glad I did this. It was a really good decision for me. It may be a really good decision for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section on this video. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And hope all is well with you. Have a good holiday, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.